Hi, Amber.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing good. We are doing good. Drew, me and Drew are here.
Yes, we have a little guest with us today.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for agreeing to, have this Mommying Monday chat with me. I know, we are very busy women, and so anytime somebody shares their time with me, I'm just very appreciative. So thank you.
you're very welcome.
So let's dig in. Why don't you start by introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Amber Sharice Dawes. A lot of people think that my first name is Amber Sharice because that's how I present myself on all social platforms. I'm a wife, I'm a mama. I have three that I birthed myself, and then I have two bonuses. So my children range from one, who was Drew, you just saw, all the way to 22. So I feel like I hit every spectrum of mothering that there is. I'm also a business owner, so I own That Good Piece. At That Good Piece, I handmade candles and loose leaf teas and other rest products that promotes rest for some and then help to combat the symptoms of anxiety and depression for others. And then I have another business that I don't promote so much, but I'm still very active. Amber Sharice Biz, and that's helping small business owners with digital brand marketing design and just presenting themselves as the expert that they are. So
Mm.
I'm very busy. My children are very busy. Um, but I just make it work.
Yes, and I learned something new today. I love that. Thank you for sharing. So these Momming Monday chats are meant to be, brief, but still really informative in sharing our lived experience with one another. So if you don't mind, why don't you share what has been the best thing about being a mama?
I feel like it's so many
Mm,
good things about being a mom. But something that just pops out for me is learning. I think a lot of people can relate to this.
mm,
Growing up in the experiences that we had with our parents, I think the best thing about mothering is now I can see my mom's point of view when it
mm.
comes to a lot of things. So it helps me to look at her as more of a human than a mother.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, this is why she didn't let me do this, or this is why she reacted this way to this. And
Yep.
it's different, like when I heard you ask the question, I'm like, okay, let me think about my kids. But I think that's it for me. Because now I feel like I relate to my mom more. And, just as she gets older, I feel like I want to just ask her all the questions now, like really quick,
Mm,
because I'm weathering all the storms. Like yesterday, my oldest son is 17. My oldest, yes, son is 17.
mhm.
And he got his first college acceptance yesterday.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And I'm just like, am I there? Because I'm breastfeeding too. So it's just like I just wanna my mom's mom passed away when she was 31
Mm,
and I'm 38. So I think that's like the best thing, just having my mom here with me right now.
mm.
I was able to call her and like, guess what? And she's just like, what? And so it's it's a lot of good things, but I think that's like one of the best for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing because when we do, I mean, at least I will speak for myself. When I think about the goodness that comes with being a parent, my relationship with my own parents and how it has evolved doesn't necessarily come up as like the first thing that I think about, but it definitely is one of those beautiful nuggets.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
So, on the other side of that coin, because there's two sides to every coin, what
Yeah.
has been the most difficult, challenging, or even just surprising thing about being a mama?
Um, well, in this moment, I'm talking to you, and Drew's climbing on the baby recliner, and I'm like, oh, being recorded, but I need to make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Yeah.
So it's just like, as working mamas, just doing all the things while we still have our kids. But I would say the most challenging thing is that really this is out of my control. And I
Mm,
don't say that like I want to choose my children's spouse or like, but it just hurts us when, we start being mamas when they're on the inside of us. and birthing them and just watching them grow up and just I just watched my son get a college acceptance, but I also have watched him have heartbreak. And
Mm,
I'm not even talking about relational. My baby brother passed away in 2020, and that was like the closest person to him.
mm,
So navigating grief for myself while navigating grief for my children. Because then 6 weeks later, my niece passed away, and her and my daughter were close.
mm,
So just that I can't put them in a bubble. I can't wrap them. I can't hold their hand forever. I won't be there forever. Be here forever. And I just pray every day that I instill enough in them. That they know that they can always come to me. Just little things like that. It's just like I just try not to worry.
mm,
And I think that's probably the most challenging part. Like I just want to protect them from everything. But at the same time, I know that we can't live in a perfect world where we get everything that we want because how entitled would we be? And I just pray that the bad that they experience, um, helps them to grow, teaches them things, they're challenged,
mm.
they build character. Um, yeah, things like that. I just hope for them. But of course, I don't want any bad to come their way. I'm just like that kind of mom.
Yeah, yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for sharing, and I'm really sorry for your family's losses.
Thank you.
I can't imagine. Um, and I definitely, and I think any mother will, deeply, like in our souls, feel that, you know, pain of not necessarily being able to control what happens to our kids, how they feel about it. When we really think about it, we honestly don't even have the power to make them feel better. Like we can support and comfort, and we can try, but there's still that lack of real control.
Yes.
I think all of us, ugh,
And I
that
think,
painful.
yeah, that's probably where faith steps in.
Mm.
So it has to be really strong, really strong. Just being a parent.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely need something bigger than yourself to believe in, to hold on to.
Hmm.
Mm. So, with all that you do, including being, I mean, a mother in and of itself is busy enough, but with two businesses and babies to care for, how do you love on and care for yourself regularly?
Well, I think anyone watching this, maybe y'all can just DM me to be, my accountability partner. Because I will
Oh,
be
you put it
honest,
out
I
there.
don't.
Now you know I'm going to be in your box.
Right. I'm going to be 100% honest. Like in this season, there probably hasn't been that much loving on Amber. The
Mm,
only thing that comes to mind that I really prioritize for myself these days is my mental health.
mm,
And I'm in therapy and I had therapy this morning every Thursday. So I'm
mm,
weekly with therapy, and just building up my faith, just trying to be kind to myself and like my positive self-talk.
mm,
Because a lot of times, sometimes maybe imposter syndrome will creep in, or like, do I belong here? Or I just got this opportunity. Why me? I'm just letting myself know that, I prayed for this, I worked hard for this, I deserve this. Um, I think that's just how I'm loving myself these days. I don't really have time to do all the physical things I would like to do. Maybe get a massage, or I haven't even gotten a mani pedi in a couple months. I've been so busy, and I'm just like, whoo. But mentally, I just want to make sure that I'm okay because I don't want to pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup.
yeah. And can I just affirm, if it's okay, can I just affirm for you that taking care of your mental health is absolutely self-care. I know I have this whole thing, right, that I'm like working against, that um, there is a societal agreement that self-care is, going to get massages and going to the spa and sort of doing all of these external things, which absolutely count if that is what you want to do for yourself if that truly pours into you. But there's lots of other aspects of self care that we can incorporate into our daily lives, like going to therapy, like just taking time out away from everybody else and reading a book. Like those
Yes,
types of things are absolutely self care as well. And so I just want to affirm that while it may not feel like you're doing like the self care, you are caring for yourself.
I love that. I think what I hear is like soul care is self care.
Yes,
I have to
yes.
remember those little things. You're right.
And so with that, is there any other like affirmations or parting words you want to share with other mamas? And how can people get in contact with you and follow you and your businesses
Yes.
and get those Christmas gifts?
What yeah, exactly. So that good piece, I know I said I make candles, but the premise of the space is actually for people to come in and create their own piece. And just like you said, people don't equate self-care with, therapy and things like that. People do not equate the power of candles, teas, and different things like that, and bringing them present and being a part of a routine that can combat anxiety and depression. And I think right now, especially in the holiday season, that's what the message I'm trying to spread. So I think that I would just let everybody know that my tagline, which is anxiety is too far ahead in the future, depression in the past, and peace is in the present.
Mm,
Um, and this New Year's Eve, I'm actually having an event called Peace and Pamper Brunch. So we'll create like candles of intention and do mood boards. At this event, I want everybody to leave with an accountability partner for 2024, um, and to just, leave behind everything that wasn't for us
mm,
in 2023 and, just to start to just manifest things for our new year because there's power in the tongue. When we have things in our brain, just writing them down, is
mm,
power in that. Every idea that we've ever had came from a thought. So, that's what I'm prioritizing. And if everybody can just send good energy. I'm trying to take this thing on the road and integrate into the school system. So I've been able to do that and just bring in wellness to students because a lot of times kids have a lot on them.
mm.
Just a lot on them
Yeah.
in their little brains and their little minds. And I want to start journeying into that space too. So everything that I do is at thatgoodpiece.com, at thatgoodpiece on all socials. My daughter's trying to make me a TikToker, so now I'm enjoying TikTok. And that's just pretty much what I have going on right now.
Aw. Thank you so much, Amber. I really appreciate your time. I hope the little one has stopped climbing on the recliner and is chilling out a little bit.
She's sitting on the bottom step right now.
Okay. Well, tell him I said to give Mama an easy afternoon.
I will. I will, Yolanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll talk again soon.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.